Okay, and so we fade back in from black, and you have your visage, your leader, your terrorist leader, is on the screen. His scarred face, very angry that you're hiding your cloaking device from him, and apparently angry at the captain for something, but you're not quite sure what really. But angry enough to provoke him to shoot in his direction, to throw him a warning shot. Your new captain has given you a very clear message of his wishes.
Before we go any further, I have one question.
Uh-huh.
This guy, is he played by Jeffrey Combs?
Isn't everybody played by Jeffrey
I was
Combs?
just going to say everybody is played by Jeffrey Combs.
Worth it.
Okay, so you come back. He's there, and he cuts comms. Screen goes black, and for a second, and then flashes back the screen or the planet visage with this mountainous terrains. Mike, your trace did work. You're able to narrow it down to about a kilometer, a square kilometer area.
Wow.
So your scan did work, and
way to patch in those lateral sensor arrays.
And Thonir, your comms officer, sir, we have a call from the planet.
Really?
Yes,
All right.
it is the president.
On screen.
Oh, hello, Captain?
Mr.
Sir.
President.
Yes, sir. I as promised, we have some intelligence. I think we've identified the cell, where they're located. They're in a part of the mountainous terrain. We've got them down to about 100-meter radius of where they might be, where their headquarters might be.
Can you send me those coordinates? I'd like to correlate it with what we have up here. Find out if they match up.
Okay. So he sends them through digital link, and they do match up to. It refines your bubble a little bit more, to about 100 square meters. And you now have a location. So, but it does confirm what your scan showed.
Okay.
Chief,
Yes.
can you scan for life signs now?
Scanning.
Nothing coming up. You're not seeing any life signs in that vicinity.
I have a suggestion.
Must be
Yes?
Calvinite deposits. Yes?
How about scanning for technology, energy sources like metals, something that may not necessarily be indigenous to the rocks in the area?
Good suggestion. Running
That might come through whatever chemocyte is in there.
The president is still standing there quite nicely, quietly observing. And then you see a familiar, quick snow and interrupting what seems to be his transmission. Only this time it comes up totally black. The screen is just black. And after about a moment noticing that the president is gone, you guys, all of a sudden, the bridge fills with a bright flashes of light, or a bright flash of light. And at either side of the bridge, you have two armed guards. This area here, did that actually show up something for you guys?
Yes. Yeah, I see a bridge.
Okay. So, is that doing the proximity thing when I click? So
I don't see anything.
The forward turbo lift. So in that empty space in front of there, whatever the number 15 is, that space there. There's personnel there. There's personnel directly in front of the view screen. That leader. You notice the scars, and he has the captain now, still in cuffs, with a much thicker blade this time, or thicker blade. Looks like a person. I think it's ornamental. It's got a hook towards the end of it with some etching on it, etching on the blade, and then 2 more armed guards are now positioned at the rear turbo lift, and 1 over towards the head, and they have the bridge covered with arms trained.
Despite our extra security that we've stationed around the ship.
Yes.
Am I able to activate our shield modifications to keep them locked in?
This is definitely, we're gonna go with a difficulty 1, control. Control security.
12.
Okay. It's a difficulty 1.
All right. I give you that commanding officer giving the unspoken order nod. You know the one.
So I'm rolling 2.
You're rolling, yeah, 2 d20s unless you have something to add to it. Do you have a talent that adds something?
That's not a technical problem. Let's see. The character is wise and experienced and draws upon the inner reserves of willpower and determination in a more measured and considered way. Whenever the character spends a point of determination, if an effect is rolled, immediately gain the No, I don't think that'll.
No.
I don't think that'll help. So okay, I'll just roll the 2.
Okay. Both success. Yeah, 15 was your mark, or 14 was your mark.
12.
Oh, okay. So 1 success, you get through it. Okay. So you're able to trigger the frequency. Nothing changes. Nobody seems to notice anything going on. It silently happens. You're able to change the frequency, and unbeknownst to your invaders, they are now trapped aboard the ship. The leader speaks up. Are you the one in charge? Pointing, kind of nodding towards Thonir.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you really just flash your phase to your Type 2 phaser?
I'm putting it down. What would be your response to an armed threat showing up on your bridge?
Fair enough. With Captain in tow and a blade to his throat?
Yeah. I would have had my phaser out like split second.
Your captain chimes in real quick. Y'all don't give them what they want. They don't. Everything's gonna be just fine. We've got this under control. Just stay cool and everything will be fine. And then the terrorist leader gives him a quick jab with the butt of the knife in the solar plexus. Shut up, you. Now, if you want to keep your commander alive, tell me where the cloaking device is.
I look at Thonir. I shrug.
You want to know the truth?
Really? Of course I want to know the truth. Where's the cloaking device?
We don't have one.
You're lying. And just then you see the leader kind of like bend over and grab at his head. In a rage, I said stop doing that, and he turns around and he stabs the captain in the side.
Oh shit.
The captain is able to grab onto the blade as he's falling to the ground. He disarms the leader.
I jump with my phaser and I shoot the leader.
Okay, so you're taking aim.
Not always the smartest decision, but it might work.
I mean, the captain just got stabbed.
Yeah.
Okay,
and there's a struggle going on.
So you are initiating combat.
Yeah. All right.
Oh. Boy.
Okay, so
I run on the bridge of the ship.
I'm a fiery redhead, so what the hell, right?
Okay, so for gameplay, in combat turns will go in the same order. So Will, you went first, so you're at the top of the order, and it'll go back and forth. So one of you guys will do something, and then one of the bad guys will do something. Bad guys. They're just really misunderstood.
Those freedom fighters are.
Who would like who's trigger happier first?
Obviously, me, since I shot.
Well, no, other than Will.
Oh.
The moment you have hostilities and opening fire, that's reaction time. You just got to go. So I would have drawn at that redrawn at that very moment and popped the shot off at whoever I thought was the most.
And you all do have type 2 phasers. Okay, so during combat you have a minor action and a task. Now a task can mean an attack, a task can mean fleeing, a task can mean actually trying to do something on a computer or something to that effect. But you have a task, then you have a minor action.
Question. Besides the three of us, how many security officers do we have on the bridge?
You have two back by one's back by that number 6, that's station 6, and one back by station 2. You have somebody at ops is 13, right? Yeah, that's ops.
Ops is 13.
Con is 12.
Yeah.
And then you've got a security officer at 7.
Okay.
Is anybody covering the turbo lifts?
6 and 2.
Ah.
Okay.
Are these their guys or ours?
These are ours because we called for extra reinforcement when they kept popping in and out.
Yeah,
right.
we had patrols and station security all over the ship.
And they were able to.
How many of their people are here?
So they have 4. They have 4 people. 5 people. 5 total people. You have the leader at what would be essentially 14, the main viewer, in front of the main viewer. You have 1 at 15. You have 1 in the turbo lift by across from 13 near the ready room. You have 1 towards the south of that rear turbo lift. So he's able to train on position 6 and 7, and then on the opposite side, over by the head, 2 and 7 are covered by that body. They have the bridge covered. Anything that happens, they will be able to put energy on you. So real quick, minor tasks are aim, which gives you the ability to the ability to reroll a single d20 made on an attack. You may draw an item, which means pick something up, reach for it, something within reach. Reach is in the same general location as you are. Drop prone. You can't drop prone and stand up at the same time. Stand up is the other one. When you drop prone, you gain a little bit of extra soak for attack. Interact. So you may interact with something in the environment, like spin a chair or something like that. Or you can move. Oh wait, no, we got another one. Or prepare. Spend time setting up. So prepare is, in D&D terms, is like the waiting to take an action kind of thing. And then movement, you can move pretty much anywhere on the bridge.
Yep.
as you go. Those are the main things. Your phasers. Did we get you guys the stats on those? I think it's. I thought it was 1d6 or 1d6. It's so to shoot. Sorry, so with your phaser, it's a ranged attack. My apologies, guys. This is the first time we're like really doing combat.
Yeah.
Okay, make an attack. So when you make an attack, it's a contested task. When it's melee. When it is not melee, it's a difficulty. For ranged attack, the attacker attempts a control plus security task with difficulty of 2. This is not an opposed task. The difficulty of this task increases by 1 if there's an enemy within reach of the attacker. The complication range of the attack increases by 1 if there's creatures within reach. So, i.e., the leader has the captain within reach. Will, in the sense that, if you were to roll a 20 on your task to attack, you may hit the captain. Creature struck by the attack.
Pretty bad.
Okay. So, damage. So, if you shoot and hit, damage is you roll the number of check dice for the attack's damage rating. And I believe that's a d6. Hold on. It should be on yours, Thonir. I thought. Nope.
6 challenge die?
Yeah, I think it's 6 challenge die. Let me look at archive stuff real quick. Sorry, guys. All for... There we go. Look at it. Okay, on our phaser 2 range, yeah, 6 challenge dice for each one. Okay, so to start off combat, Will, did you stand up or are you doing it from the sitting position?
I'm gonna say I stood up. Of course, the phaser's on stun, and I shoot the guy while the captain and him are struggling for the knife.
Okay. Oh, so they're not struggling for it. Like the captain pulled it clean. He's on the floor, and the guy is trying to get it back.
So they're struggling for the knife.
No, because you said that and I didn't.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, gotta let the GM do the bit.
Yes, they are struggling for the knife. Where did it go? There it is. Okay, so you're doing a ranged attack. So this is your control plus your security, and you have a difficulty of 2. And I am going to use a point of threat to make it a difficulty 3. To hit this guy because the commander, or because your captain is right there.
Okay,
and he's
so
rolling
I
away.
Rolly little dice things.
Yep. So you're gonna roll 2d20, but you're gonna need some extra help because you need to have at least 3 successes. And let's see, you've got 3 momentum in the group pool, and then determination you can use as an instant double success. You have 1 point of determination.
Okay. So I just roll now?
Yeah, you roll now.
Okay.
See where you stand. What was your control?
32.
What was your control plus security?
That's on her character sheet, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Control is 8. I don't see where she has security. Oh, security 2.
Okay. So did you stand up or are you sitting down? I forget.
I said I stood up.
Okay, so you stood up, and because you were caught so off guard by him stabbing the captain, you aim the phaser in the direction, but you end up, something jitters in you, something's off, and you end up shooting wide of the captain, hitting the main viewer.
Damn.
Okay, the guy from seeing you react, the guy to the right of Ops, is going to fire at you. Control plus security is 14 with a difficulty of 2. And I'm going to go ahead... No, I'm going to leave it as is. Okay.
Ouch. Oh no.
Crit. Okay, so I've got 3 successes, and I needed 2. So a weird green energy comes out of the pistol he's holding, and it catches you. You feel a singeing in your arm as it hits solid. You felt that you're familiar with this being a trill. You've been hit by energy weapons before. So now we're gonna roll. Oh, sorry. Roll 5T for damage. Alright, so you, sir, take 5. Let me double check what events do. So I gotta explain, the one with the little delta by it is an event. So these will be, when we actually get the real game, it'll be like a delta on it, and it'll have the number 1. They're custom dice.
Okay.
The events mean something significant. Damage from roll the number of challenge dice, blah, blah, blah. If the target has soak dice and you don't, roll static soak character, 12 characters. Reduce total damage.
Very good chance of all of us dying.
Damage. So, character separation. Ooh, dear.
Oh, Terry's gonna be so mad at me.
Yes, she is. Because you have incapacitated her. So if a character suffers 5 or more damage from one attack, from a single attack or a hazard, the character suffers an injury. So your stress is nuked. You are down to 0 stress, and you are incapacitated. It ripped into your shoulder, and you are in such pain that you can't. Okay, got you, Mike. You're in such pain that you can't even think straight right now. You're just writhing in pain on the deck, trying to hold on to consciousness.
Okay.
Okay, so Mike, you said you wanna.
I'm going to use my cultural flexibility to try to diffuse the situation. So I'm yelling, "Hold your fire! Let's talk about this. Let's work this out. Let's stand down."
Okay. Is cultural flexibility a focus or a talent?
It's a talent.
What's the talent?
When you attempt a task to learn about an unfamiliar culture or to act in an appropriate manner, when interacting with members of such culture, you reduce the difficulty by 1.
Okay, so you're trying to persuade?
I'm trying to persuade them to stand down, everyone to calm and stand down. And as a result, difficulty gets reduced by 1.
Okay, persuasion table, request to siren some effort. Okay, that's good. So, simplify request requires some significant degree of effort, but not both. Okay, the request requires some significant degree of effort and risk. So we are. So base would be 3. So a 3 difficulty, you've knocked it down to 2. And that task is going to be. Let's go daring. No. Present. So daring or presence plus command.
That presence is 9 and command is 3, so that's 12.
Mm-hmm. Now you do have momentum that you could use. You also have determination points that you can use as well.
I'm pretty determined.
Too funny.
I'm pretty determined, and I also I'm pretty determined.
Okay, are you going to use burn a determination point?
Yes.
Okay, so that means that's an automatic two successes. You still roll your 2 if you want your momentum. You still get your normal 2d20 if you get your, but you do risk a complication. Keep that in mind.
How many
2d20.
How many successes do I need?
You need 2. The difficulty is 2. So you already have 2 successes. You still
determination do, and diffuse the situation.
And now that I think of it, you do actually have to roll the dice because you are still attempting the task.
Okay, so roll 2d20.
And pray you don't get a nat 20.
Yes.
Boom. What was your the score you need
12.
to be? 12?
12.
Okay, so 2 successes. So you have 2 momentum that you can use either. You can either stash them in the pool, or you can use them as the story progresses here for your next task. But what I want to ask you is, how are you diffusing it? Set the scene, man. This is you.
Okay, so
Yep.
So I said, all right. I know where this cloaking device is. Just calm down. No one needs to get hurt. Just everyone lower your weapons. And I shoot Thonir a glance. And hopefully he picks up my vibe that I'm sending him. But I'll show you the cloaking device. I'll take you there. Just no one else needs to get hurt.
Okay. All right. So you say this, and everybody is itching to shoot. These guys are on edge. The captain and the terrorist leader are both rolling on the ground, still trying to wrestle the knife that is still in the captain. They're both rolling around. All of the other henchmen, if you will, are shooting glances at each other, keeping an eye on all of you. But hesitantly, they're not quite sure what, but they think this is what their leader wants, because he's emphasized that they know that the cloaking device will save their cause. So they all lower their weapons, and even the leader and the captain start they slow down and stop wrestling. And the leader stands up, and he orders one of his men to fire on the captain.
Hey.
The leader, one of the other guys, or the henchman that he ordered to fire, holds his weapon down. Sir, they said that they'll take us to the cloaking device. There's no need for any more. There's no need for death. We are still honorable, Nagata. The leader looks back at him. He's angry. He's sweaty. He's got a little bit of the captain's blood on him, so he's even grungier now. And he's confused. He's like, I gave you an order. Guy doesn't pick up his weapon. He gives the order, or he gives a hand signal to one of the rear guards, and they tap their shoulder. And then every one of them looks a little confused. They tap their shoulder again. Guy taps his shoulder again. And the leader looks at you. What did you do? Why aren't my transporters working?
If we're going to finish this, we're going to finish this here. No one's going anywhere until it's over.
You see him looking at you. He's holding he's looking back at the captain, and he said, I'm not gonna be, no. And he starts towards the captain, but then he doubles over in excruciating. He's grabbing his head like he looks like somebody is squeezing his head like what's got.
I'd like to make an action.
Okay.
I'm going to. I'm sitting in the captain's chair at this time, right?
Yes.
Do I have the TNG command interface? So the one that Kirk had, that Picard had, that Janeway has.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to do 3 things. I'm gonna click to alert security, click to request medical, and I am going to flood the compartment with anesthetine gas.
Everyone goes to anesthetine.
Everybody takes a nappy.
Okay.
What? Let security sort it out. We'll take a nap.
Security and medical.
It can't get any more chaotic.
Sort it out. We have an entire crew that can handle the situation as long as we neutralize the threat. So that's my action.
Both of your calls to the respective departments go through fine. We're gonna do a difficulty 2 because it's such a tense situation. Daring.
I'm gonna do it quietly.
Granted, but it's still a tense situation. Like, to do it quietly. We're gonna go daring plus your daring plus your security.
Okay.
And this is a difficulty 2 task.
So what am I rolling?
So you're rolling 2d20. So any task is default 2d20, unless you have a talent that boosts it, or you want to use momentum, determination. Momentum will get you an extra die. Determination will get you an instant crit or an instant nat 1, which is 2 successes instantly.
How much determination do I have? 3 determination.
No, you have 1 determination.
I have 1 determination.
Sorry, everybody starts out with 1. Mike, I think you got an extra 1 just because you role played so well.
I'm pretty freaking determinated.
Okay, so you're going to use your determination.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I am going to use. I have 6 threat. I'm going to use 3 to knock this up to a difficulty. So it was at a 2. You've already beaten those. So I'm going to use 3 to knock it up 3 more levels. So you now have a difficulty 3 task.
Question.
Uh-huh.
This is not a command discipline?
Make the argument.
I'm just wondering, is this a command discipline?
No, if you can say, if you can make
the
argument.
I can argue for that, that it is a command discipline?
Yeah.
Okay, so since he is taking charge of the situation to kind of resolve it in as quick and as efficiently as possible, so that's why it's I think it's a command issue. He's trying. It's not just security, but also command. So I would like to use my advisor talent to help him reduce. Let's see. So he may re-roll 1d20.
Okay. So
Okay.
you're down to, I'll take it, daring plus command is your check. You presently have 2d20. You get to reroll 1, but you
If it
need
fails.
3 successes.
Mm.
You already have
Okay.
2. You need 3. 3
so
more.
3 more.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
I should have just rolled the 2d20 and hoped. Okay, so I need to roll another 2d20.
You need to either throw a point into the threat pool and give me more ammo, or use one of your momentum to get an extra d20.
I'm going to use a momentum.
Okay, so you're going to roll 3?
Yeah.
All right, so that's coming out of your pool.
Yeah, because this is a big one. This could make or break us.
Okay, so you got 3d20. You need 3 successes. You get to re-roll one of your choice.
Okay, so roll now.
Oh, hold on. What is your daring plus command?
Okay, my daring is 12 and my command is 4.
Nice move, Mike. Nice move. So you have a 16. 16 is your...
So I have to get above 16?
No, 16 or below on each die.
All right. Let's give it a shot.
Just don't get a 20. Wow.
Oh.
So you hit in the command, and you get that that sound, that kickback, that dude. Something didn't work. So the leader continues on, and he's doubled over. He's just absolutely doubled over in pain, and you notice that the captain is looking at him pretty intently.
What's wrong with him?
What's wrong with who?
What's wrong with the leader?
No, nobody seems to know. Like, everybody's looking pretty confused, except for the captain. The captain is pretty solidly focused. He's doubling over.
His own guys don't know?
His own guys don't know what's going on, and they've retrained their weapons.
Are they concerned about what's going on with their leader?
They're very concerned.
But now we have guns pointing at us again.
Yes.
Damn it!
We have a bleeding captain, guns aimed at us, and some dude with his head about to explode.
A bleeding ops and con officer as well.
Oh, well, yeah. I can't do shit. I'm passed out on the floor.
Oh man. So I guess I'm going to try to. I have to try to defuse the situation again.
Radiation, Mike. Radiation.
You're an engineer. You try an engineering solution. That's your strength.
Yeah, that is my strength, but
Transporters. Brig.
But can I access the? Can I get the question is, am I able to access the transporters without drawing too much attention to myself while I have a gun pointed at me?
Aren't you at your station?
I can tell you it will be a very difficult task.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. What I need is a distraction. But we're also running out of people. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna try to persuade them once again. Okay, I'm gonna try to use my cultural flexibility skill, which is going to reduce difficulty by 1. Because I'm trying to act appropriately.
Okay,
I'm
so
trying.
Under the persuasion table, so it says the request requires massive effort or serious risk, but not both. In this one, All of them are at serious risk because they feel like their leader's being, something is happening. You're doing something to his leader. So that's going to be a difficulty 4 task.
Oh shit. Okay. So roll 2d20. I could use momentum to get more dice.
Yes, you can use momentum. You guys have 2 group momentum.
And don't I have 2 others?
The
previous, which was the. Okay,
we should have kept track of that for the last one, so I'll give them to you for this one.
Yeah, I was thinking about rolling them over anyways because I had a feeling this was not going to diffuse as easily as that. Okay, so I'm going to use those 2, so that's going to give me 4.
You still have a point of determination that you can use.
Actually, I should have 2 again because of my veteran. When I use a point of determination, I gain it back.
If you roll an event on your challenge dice, so roll 1 challenge dice. So if you get a delta on this challenge dice, you get it back.
I got a delta on the last one, didn't I?
No, this is a totally separate roll.
I know, but I was referring to the previous one.
Because we didn't. I forgot that we needed to do that for veteran. It's just a single isolated challenge dice purely to see if you get your determination back.
Okay. So do that one first.
Yeah, do that one first so we know if you have your determination back.
20. Right,
20. Square bracket, Capt, CD. Close bracket.
Nope.
Okay, so you don't get it back.
Okay, so that takes care of that. So now.
So you have 4 dice. You have 4 d20.
How many successes I need?
You need 4.
4. Now I can use the determination that automatically gives me 2.
Yep.
Consider it used.
Okay. So you now have 4 d20 to roll success.
Okay, I'm updating my determination. Okay. So 4d20. Yes!
one crit, which gives you 2. The one that you failed, you got back. So you have a total of 4 successes. So everybody wants it. So how do you talk them down?
Okay, first I explained to them, hey, we don't know what's going on. We want to help. We want to help our people and your people. The only way we can do that is if everybody puts their guns down. Let us get some medical attention in here to take care of our people and to figure out what's going on with your guy. And I'll show you where the cloaking device is. But everyone has to put their guns down now. Come on. We can do this. Together.
Wow.
That didn't work for Hillary.
Just so everybody starts to lower their weapons again. They're starting to lower it down. And just then, through 3 of the sliding doors, in enter 10 security.
Oh shit!
All trained on the guards. They know exactly where they're at. They came in trained on them, and the lead security officer at 7 says, "You all need to put your weapons down, so this ends peacefully." The terrorists comply. The leader has stopped kind of cringing on the ground, but he's like, the pain has just driven into him so much that he's unconscious now. The captain, you notice too, has gone unconscious, but all of the armed guards have put their weapons down on the ground and have raised their hands in the universal symbol of surrender.
All right. I'm going to go over to Commander Serok. I think she's closest to me, right? Or no?
Oh, you're talking about...
I don't know where I am. Or Gemma. Where am I? I don't even know where I'm located.
I think engineering is 5.
Yeah.
Oh, so she's on the other side of the...
Yeah, I'm all the way across the bridge.
Okay, so... Actually, she's still closer to me than the captain and the other dude. So yeah, I'm gonna head over and start checking people to make sure that our people checking them for that they're not gonna die. Wait, the captain's bleeding out, whereas Gemma is only...
She's only in intense pain.
Yeah, she's just in intense...
Okay, so I'm going to go over to the captain and try to stop his bleeding until medical attention arrives.
Okay. Thonir, your move. The situation, to be clear, the situation is completely under control. Your crew has, without flaw, locked down the bridge. Everybody is secure. There is 0 risk of anything bad happening.
All right. Lieutenant, take our guest to the conference room. Lock it down.
The
heavy security.
The conference room, sir?
You heard me. We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
So you just told a security officer this, right? Not me.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay. Who all are you having them escort in there? The ones that are conscious?
Yeah, the ones that are conscious.
Okay.
The rest we're gonna beam to sickbay.
Okay. So everybody starts moving as such. You tap your comm badge to medical. They mic you, or Lieutenant Commander Max, you tap it in on your console to beam or you get back to your console and tap it in to beam the commander. Hold on.
Commander and
Commander
Gemma.
Rook, the captain, and the terrorist leader into sickbay. Standard protocol puts the terrorist leader under force field. And
do I also send a couple security guards to stand guard with the terrorist leader?
They're already there.
They're already there. Okay.
Yeah. Well, that came with the command to move them. And the bridge is quiet, and we fade to black.
Whew. That cultural flexibility is coming in handy, I can tell you. Oh boy,
that was solid.
Yeah, it wasn't the anesthetine. It wasn't the anesthetine that did it. It was the call to security.
Yeah. Yeah, poor Will. He gets up, he comes in. I'm gonna shoot, and then I get shot, and I'm out.
Hey, whatever. I had to take a chance. The captain got stabbed.
Mm-hmm. No, you made a good call.
You definitely made it a lot more interesting. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Oh man, I had been on the edge of my seat.
Yeah. It's tough because you're in a position where you want to help someone, but you have to show restraint.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we fade back in from black, and we're in sick bay. The captain is still looking is up. He's conscious. He's talking with. He's asked for a terminal, computer terminal, to look at a screen or to get a comm signal. Your enemy or your terrorist leader is still confined. He's now conscious. He's really not sure what's going on, like how he's being held the way he is. with the force field. He doesn't it's not clicking for him. He doesn't understand, but he stopped resisting it. Commander Rook has recovered and is sitting up in her bio bed.
I stayed on the bridge to watch over the ship while I assume Thonir is going to want to go down there and talk to his to the captain.
One would imagine, but that is up to the XL.
I have a question. Did the doctor find out what the hell's wrong with this guy's head?
Nothing yet.
Is it my action?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna stop into the conference room, tell the gentleman that I'll be right with them, and then I'm gonna make my way down to sickbay.
Okay. So you've arrived in sickbay. And the doctor greets you at the door. Commander, Captain's doing fine. He's gonna make a quick call real quick. Everybody else seems to be fine. We've been able to get Commander Rook back up and going. That shot, I don't know what that energy was, but it really did some damage. We were, after a couple hours of intense treatment, we were able to get her arm back together, working fine, and get the pain subsided.
So this is hours later?
Yeah, this is hours later.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
So we probably already had spent time and talked to all the other people.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, not
So it's
necessarily.
been hours later.
Yeah, my first thing would be going down to sickbay, and then I'd come back up and do the conference room thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the CMO has said, wait till everybody's conscious, and you got the call that everybody's starting to come around. So you go in there, and the captain is sitting up. He's looking he's got a monitor over by him. He's looking at the screen with his, and you notice for the first time his pupils, he doesn't have pupils, his eyes are solid black. And he's looking into the screen. He actually pulls up the president, and you see the visage of the president of the planet, and some nodding and some mumbling, and he's continuing on in he's wrapped up that conversation now, and he looks over to you, Commander.
Captain.
Y'all did great work over there. That's this is a mighty fine crew. You should be plenty proud of the work you've done.
We are, sir.
I'll be
glad to have you on board.
Yeah. Kind of a funny way to join y'all, that's for sure. But
it's just Tuesday for us.
From what I hear, I'm doing pretty well.
Well, you're not dead yet.
As far as your captains go. But more seriously, I think this was just a misunderstanding. Well, I will definitely file all this information in my report. And then we'll move on. I need to talk with you about a couple folks we need to sign on for security. I think for continuity's sake, I'm gonna have you on as my XO. But if you could, while I'm resting here, let's get on over to Narendra Station, pick up my buddy Commander Serok. He's a old friend of mine, and life just feels a little uncomfortable without the balance he brings. If you don't mind, Commander.
We'll definitely depart as soon as possible, sir. But we do have those 3 guests in the conference room waiting for us.
Oh yes. Go ahead and coordinate with the planet. What was it now? Oh goodness, I'm horrible with names. The Nagata folks. Go ahead.
Titan, President Titan. Was
okay. Yeah. Go ahead, coordinate with their people, and go ahead and hand them over to their authorities, and we'll get them secured right away. This is an issue I don't think Starfleet needs to dig too much into. Just because it's, you know, they got to do their own thing if they're gonna get in the Federation.
Definitely, sir. I do smell that there is something more to this situation.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about it much, Commander. I think we got this. Your crew is pretty cracked. It's pretty sharp thinking up there on the bridge. It's an intense situation, and I'm proud of y'all. I think this one's good. I think we need to get on our little way and mosey on over to Narendra.
Yes, sir. Doc.
Yes, sir.
Did you figure out what's wrong with our guest?
Well, no, sir. And the captain interrupts him. Well, Commander, I have a little trick. My people have a little bit of telekinesis or telepathy. Well, I was able to get in his head. I just started screaming. I made it really hard for him to think. Really, really hard. And I just want you to remember that, you know, if we ever get a poker game or something going, it might behoove you to maybe waive, you know, whatever game we're playing. You might want to keep it a nice, clean game, if you know what I'm saying.
Gemma screams from the background. Gemma says from the background, "It's the chief engineer you got to worry about."
All right, so back with you, Mario. Do you want to just head on out?
Yeah, I'm gonna head back up to the conference room. I want to have a talk with those folks before we send them back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you make your way back right out of the turbo lift, pop into the conference room, and there they are, all three, sitting there. Shit, I gotta get. They're just sitting down, peacefully, quietly, under strict watch, just waiting.
Are they eating cheese and having drinks?
No.
You know, made comfortable. No? Okay.
They're sitting quietly if they know what's good for them around a crack team of Starfleet security. So, gentlemen, you're going to be returning to your homeworld very shortly. I'd like to know what in the hell this was all about.
They all kind of look at each other quiet, like, you know, just real quiet. And then one speaks up. We were told you had cloaking technology. We need a cloak for our purpose. That's all.
Who told them that?
What would make you... Are you in the room, though?
No, I'm not.
Oh, sorry. Like, I mean, you can be in the room. You can be in the... Oh.
Yeah, if you want to... Oh.
Yeah, if you want to be part of this one. Oh, he's got his headphones off. Mike.
Yeah, I get it.
Like you can be in the room if you want to be part of this exchange.
I'm sorry. I was talking to my mother for a moment. Oh. Okay, so what happened?
Oh no, you can be in the room if you want to be part of this exchange. If you wanted to follow me up.
You're no longer on sick bay, so yeah, I'll come out to the conference room. That's close enough.
So what'd you say?
Yeah.
Okay, so who told you that the Starfleet has cloaking devices?
I'm not going to reveal my sources to Federation. We're fighting your intervention in our war.
What war?
The war. Oh, this is why we are fighting. You have no idea. You Federation are so distant, so You can't involve yourselves in the petty findings of a little new planet. We have people dying of famine. That president of yours, or president that you are speaking with, is keeping people in poverty. And you wonder why we fight? We fight for our families.
This sounds like a civil war.
I have a question. This confuses me.
What?
The Federation usually goes through a process of like feeling out a planet. Bajor went through like over a decade.
It's
How does the Federation not know that they're having a civil war?
It's something they've kept under wraps. Like I said, it was in the beginning. It's like 50, 60 people. That's all they've got on a whole planet.
Yeah, something similar happened in TNG as well, where the larger government didn't acknowledge that there was a civil war going on, but it was a small group of rogues that were dead set against it. Possibly.
Yeah, where it was two countries, one larger, one smaller, and one of them was xenophobic. Yeah.
Yep.
Gentlemen, we have no wish to involve ourselves in the internal affairs of your planet. But next time, when someone comes as a guest to your world, you might try talking to them first.
And you just hear him grumble and put his head down.
Well, if you're not able to talk to us, we'll just have to send you back home and let your government deal with it.
That being said, gentlemen, I'm glad that you told us about the situation that you're in. We will be reporting that to our superiors.
You do that.
Security, please escort our guests off to POW.
This security moves in, and you see, and they go ahead and exit off. You guys exit out with them onto the bridge. You see them go into the turbo lift and with security.
Oh, just another day in the neighborhood. Just another day.
As soon as they're off the ship, we're going to be heading over to Narendra to pick up our new security chief.
Okay, you get a chirp in from transporter room 4. Bridges, transporter room 4. We're ready to engage.
Energize.
And you hear the sound.
Aye,
sir. It is done.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Thank you, transporter chief. Have a good one. Out.
All right.
Chief O'Brien at work.
Yeah. You may be familiar with this particular transporter chief.
Max.
Yes.
There's something off about our new captain.
What makes you think that?
I'm not sure. Just a feeling.
The whole screaming people mind thing, that kind of freaked me out, but well, wait, no, I wasn't there for that, so I don't know about that. Never mind.
and it's not his telepathic powers.
He has telepathic powers?
Yeah, he has. What do you think the gentleman in sickbay was screaming his guts out?
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Remind me not to cheat him if we ever play a game.
Just his behavior has been contrary to what you would know of our training here in Starfleet.
What do you mean? You've interacted more with him than I have at this point, so
I don't know. Let's just keep an eye on him and see what kind of a commander he turns out to be.
Agreed. It's always a good idea.
Okay, and you guys proceed to Narendra Station.
Yep.
You arrive. You get
Is Gemma back at the con?
Yeah. In the meantime, Gemma has returned to the bridge, taken her post, kicked the ensign out. as you do.
Yeah, because it's the end of an episode and she's perfectly fine now.
Yes, well.
That's how it goes.
Button.
You get to Narendra's station and you head, or you're still for a while, and you get a chief, the transporter chief chimes up to the bridge. Sir, we have Commander Serok. He has joined us aboard the T'Pau, and he is headed your way.
So, did Thorin mean something? I saw him going like this. I don't know if he's.
No. Thonir, what'd you say?
Oh.
No, I'm just saying that we gotta wrap it up soon.
Okay, yeah. So this is so. Will, go ahead, and the turbo lift doors open, and Commander Serok enters. Please describe how he enters, what he looks like, what he is.
All right. Serok enters calmly with his hands folded behind his back. Gives the bridge a cursory analysis. What glance one looks over. He's a little shorter than most average Vulcan males. He's about, 5'6", 5'7". Slim.
Fun size.
Yeah.
Fun size Vulcan.
He approaches Commander Thonir and greets him with a customary Vulcan salute, and then I tell him that Starfleet has kept me appraised of the situation. I trust the captain and all crew members are well.
As well as can be expected. Welcome aboard.
Thank you. I will make my way to sickbay if it is possible to speak to the captain and greet my old friend.
He's a little worse for wear, but he's improving rapidly. Dismiss, Commander.
And with that, Commander Serok mentions before he leaves that your next mission is to deliver scientific equipment to Epsilon 19, a scientific research station in the Osaran system, well into the Shackleton Expanse. And we fade to dark.
Da, 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 That was fun.
Yeah?
Blast.